Hi everyone, welcome to the Movie Section Show. My name is Fariba, and this morning we just got a new trailer for an upcoming movie called The Ministry of an Ungentlemanly Warfare. I know it's quite a lot to say with that title, but this is going to be a pretty big movie. I know this is going to be a pretty big movie because I've been hearing so much about it. It's directed by Ritchie, but this is going to be one of his next films. And of course, the big thing about it is the cast, including Henry Cavill. So there's really a lot of hype behind it, even though there isn't a lot of details about this movie. It's not I don't know if this is going to create any franchise or anything like that, but it is based upon a book that was written about over a decade ago, or just about a decade ago. But yeah, I'm very intrigued what this movie is going to be about. I've been hearing so much about it. I've been seeing BTS photos over the last year or so from both Richie and Cavill, and now it's just a matter of, okay, well, what have they managed to compile in terms of what this movie is going to be about and the interest behind it. I know there's a pretty stellar cast. I just can't remember the remaining ones. I think there's Ritchson from the Reacher series who's also going to be appearing in this movie, so that tells you everything about kind of how big this cast is going to be. But of course, this is taking place in World War II, so this is going into that whole setting. But yeah, no, I'm very intrigued what this movie is going to be about and what my impressions are. I think this is going to be Cavill's second project after Argyle, so he has a pretty stacked year already. But yeah, I think having said all that, let's get right down into the first trailer for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Gus March Phillips, I have a mission I want you to lead. Thank you, Sergeant.
What's the plan?
To neutralize the German U-boats in the North Atlantic.
We're losing the war. Hitler is not playing by the rules, so neither are we.
We both know that I'm not very popular with the administration.
The reason they find you unattractive is the very reason I find you attractive.
If I'm to do this, I'll need my own team. You won't like them. They're all... No! Mad.
They'll need to be.
This is an unsanctioned, unauthorized mission. If we fail, England will be condemned to a lifetime under the German boot.
And so I said, that is not a dog. That is my wife!
Oh my god.
Very good.
You and your operation are reckless. Abort this mission now.
Hello? Can't hear you. Please do off.
So that was the trailer for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and I have to say that looks really fun. It's really insane. I think the first thing that really popped in my head is that this is Expendables 4 meets Inglourious Bastards, or at least that hint of Glorious Bastards, because of course this is pretty much fictional, but definitely get a lot of Expendable 4's vibe in a more World War II setting. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now at this. And I think just having seen this trailer, it looks like a blast. When it comes to Guy Ritchie, he definitely brings up some really, interesting sort of movies, having some sort of periodic setting that we saw with The Man from U.N.C.L.E., but then also adding the action comedy kind of twists in there, and that's something that I do enjoy watching from Guy Ritchie movies. That's something I did enjoy with having seen The Gentleman, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and I feel like this is going to be the case here. We are seeing basically a reunion between Cavill and Guy Ritchie here. So, but having seen this trailer, it looks like a blast. There isn't anything that I would say I'm going to be nitpicky about. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, of course. universe. It looks really much fun. Like, I mean, I would love to learn a little bit more of the characters, seeing who they are, but I will say for one thing, just having seen this trailer, you can see for a fact how much Henry Cavill is having a lot of fun leading this whole cast, which is very unusual because I don't know if, I mean, yeah, he's been in ensemble cast before. I mean, he's been the Witcher. I mean, he was previously, you know, in the DC universe before that whole overhaul took place. But I think this is the case where he finally gets a bit more control of like what he can do with his own like presence on the screen, and you can see just how much he's having a lot of fun playing his particular character in this movie, where he is leading it, but he's also kind of putting up his charm, his fun, you know, his like it seems as though that he is just really letting loose and just kind of getting into the role and showing off someone who can be very entertaining on the big screen. So that's just something that really was something that was going through my head, just like, wow, there's a lot of great sequences that we're seeing here. There's a lot of great names too. Like, I mean, I'm seeing Isaac Gonzalez. I think I saw Henry Golding as one of the members. But of course, and again, Henry Cavill. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what else we're going to see from this, you know, movie. Again, this is just the first trailer. So, of course, when it comes to the first trailers, they don't really say a lot of, you know, the detail of what the story is going to be about or who the characters really are. We do see kind of like a highlight of who is going to be, you know, joining the team or who's going to be recruited into the team. So, at least we kind of have a little idea about that. And like kind of like at least like a premise of what this whole movie is involved. I mean, for a film like this, like I feel like it's pretty obvious what the story's gonna be about, you know, fighting off Nazis and all that sort of stuff, and that's, you know, clearly what is gonna be happening in this World War II setting movie. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks like a blast. The fact that this is gonna be coming, because I believe it's in April, so this is like not far off from Argyle, because Argyle comes out like literally. No, actually, Argyle comes out this week. So that means in about 2 months from now, we're gonna be seeing this movie. So it's like very soon, like we're gonna be seeing like back-to-back Henry Cavill movies, which is like pretty insane. Like that's very, very soon. But yeah, no, I have to say this looks pretty incredible. I cannot wait to see this movie. Like, I think just from having seen the first footage, it seems very, very promising. But yeah, I don't think there's really much else to say, because again, it's just a pretty simple, you know, direct film that we're seeing here. Again, I cannot wait to see Henry Cavill do more stuff. Again, this is coming from the fact that he hasn't really done a lot of stuff post Witcher, post DCU, although a lot of it was just being filmed the last year, and now here it is, Henry Cavill's coming back to the big screen, coming, you know, really showcasing his presence more than ever and really just embodying his action star vibe. So yeah, that's all to say about this trailer. But what are your thoughts having seen the first look at the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? It's gonna take some time just to get that title, just to get comfort with that title. But yeah, what are your thoughts about having seen this trailer? Do you think, you know, it looks like a lot of fun? What do you think about this, you know, reunion between Cavill and Richie? What do you think about the fact that we get to see Henry Cavill come back and really kind of showing his presence on the big screen big time this year? He has Argyle, now he has this. What do you think about his like role right here? Do you think that he is, you know, the next action star? What do you think about the fact that, you know, we've seen some of these big action scenes? Like, what are your thoughts about that? Let me know if you have any other comments about having seen this trailer and your thoughts about, you know, how, you know, going into this movie, and as well as, you know, what this means for Cavill's future, because again, he's really coming back a lot this year, unlike, you know, previous years and, you know, his whole Witcher situation that happened. But yeah, let me know if you have any other thoughts about this trailer, this movie, Cavill, anything else about it. Let me know your comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe.